Have a plan to go to west. It's the highway, it's the highway, that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66.
Okay, it's time for another read aloud for the Kennedy Elementary School Summer Reading Challenge. Of course, we call it, we get our kicks on Books 66, where each day I bring you an award-winning book inspired by a different location in and around Barrow County. Today I'm in front of a brick building, one of the iconic brick buildings in downtown Winder, outside of Casey's. It's not the biggest, it's just the best. If you haven't been to Casey's for lunch, you don't know what you're missing. Make sure you have cash though, because they don't take anything but cash. And it inspired the book Brick by Brick, written by Heidi Woodward Sheffield. Of course, the brick buildings in downtown Winder inspiring a book. So as I read today, of course, I'm going to try to model what good readers do. Good readers read fluently, which means they read the words correctly. They read them not too fast, not too slow. We say at a good pace. And they read with expression. And as I read, I want you guys to model what good readers do and listen for the character, who or what the story is about. Listen for the setting, where and when the story is taking place. And listen for the story elements, the sequence of events, what happens first and next and last. And as I read, I want you to comprehend what we're reading. We don't want you to just read the words, we want you to make sure you're understanding what we're reading. So, good reading comprehensive strategy is to know what the questions are before you read. So we're going to give you a list of questions before we read, but I'm going to be reading Brick by Brick by Heidi Woodward Sheffield. I'm inspired by outside of Casey's in downtown Winder. Get yourself some lunch at Casey's. It's not the biggest, it's just the best, and they're open. Brick by Brick by Heidi Woodward Sheffield. Mi papi es fuerte. My papi is strong. He's a bricklayer. His arms are like stone. When papi builds, he spreads the mortar thick. Tap, taps the brick. Scrapes, scrapes the drips. Starts again. He helps build the city, brick by brick. At work, Papi climbs the scaffold and touches the sky. Papi is not afraid of heights. Me neither. At recess, I touch the sky too. Papi's work is brick by brick. Mine is book by book. I dream of a house for us. Nuestra casa para siempre. Our always house. With a garden for Mama and maybe a dog for me. When, Papi? Someday, he says. At lunch, Papi whistles, eats Mama's special empanada, drinks cinnamon horchata, kerchunks. His lunchbox closes. I do too. Then it's back to work. Papi makes the mortar that holds the brick together. He turns the mixer. Rrr, pours the water. Whoosh. He shovels sand and adds cement. I roll my clay. Slap and pat. I pinch and smooth and mold it. I make a tiny dog and tiny bricks for a tiny house. When the sunlight starts to fade,
Dusty Poppy picks me up. He's tired, but smiling. Poppy feels like the sun, hot and glistening. Saturday, our special day, Poppy cooks me a yummy breakfast. He lets me try his big hat on. Close your eyes, Poppy says. Una sorpreso, a surprise. We ride away in his rumbling truck. The road is rough. Bump, bump. I want to sneak a peek, but I don't. After a while, we stop. Sorpresa! Poppy yells. It's a new house made of Poppy's bricks. Tonight I dream in my house, nuestra casa, para siempre, our always house. And when spring comes, I help Mama plant our flowers. Brick by Brick by Heidi Woodward Sheffield.